Hi everyone, welcome to your daily read for October 18th, 2018. This is the witching hour. My name's Michelle. I'm a witch. My apologies for a little bit of a late start today. Technical malfunctions with my phone, battery, and all of that, but we are up and running and ready to rock and roll. Thanks so much for joining me. Thanks everyone for your likes and subscribes, your comments. I just appreciate overall your love and support. I really do. Thank you so much. I got the earth signs up and running and also the air signs. Today I will be uploading fire and water signs. And just so you know, I've mentioned it before, but from now on I'm going to be doing a monthly read for I'll be doing a general type of read, which covers love, security, and freedom, which is basically, you can interpret it as love, money, and life calling type of energies. So since we have all three together, I call it a more general read, but trust me, there's a lot of specific information in it. Anyway, I'll be doing those for the signs, grouping the signs together by elements. Now the romantic love readings I'm going to do for each individual sign, so stay tuned for those, because that's just how the energy is working itself out as far as how the details come out, how the information comes out in details, and how it needs to be grouped. That's how I'm feeling the energy flowing, so that's how I'm going to be doing the readings. So you'll get both. You get a very, very good, nicely detailed general read with the signs grouped together by their elements, and the romantic love readings are going to be for individual signs. And our energies for today with Sacred Circle Tarot, at the bottom of the deck we have fluctuation, the Two of Discs. That is the underlying energy. So kind of a flip-flopping back and forth. Maybe you might feel somewhat polarized in your emotions and your thoughts. Things seem good at once and then they seem kind of eh. But I think we'll come out on an even keel. So the other cards are face down, and our first card is the High Priest, pertaining to integrity, pertaining to knowing ourselves. How do we apply ethics and integrity and knowing what we're supposed to do? How do we apply that to our authentic selves, which seems so raw and untamed and unrefined? You know, is it a day for that? Is it a day for that or not? It might feel like it's a little bit in between all day. And the reading is going to go, the energies will be, since it's late, the energies are going to be going for today and somewhat into tomorrow. But I will be uploading a video for tomorrow. But the energies for this reading are going to be going into tomorrow. I can feel that. Mainly just because, for obvious reasons, it was a little late in coming. Diplomacy, Seven of Swords. This feels to me like we kind of don't know what the truth is, and we go back and forth between believing one thing and another, not able to negotiate and kind of come to a solid feeling about what it is, what the truth is. Today you might have someone, maybe, you know, just kind of like an old main character in your life story who you can't tell where they're coming from on any given day. It might be one of those days where you feel like you don't know where you're coming from. Do I feel secure or do I feel anxious and shaky? That type of thing. But I'm telling you right now what my feelings are. It's going to even out. And it's just probably a good idea to let it ride and maybe observe. Like take a half step back and just observe more. Take on a position of more observing as opposed to getting into those feelings. That's what I'm feeling. And that will stabilize us. Last card is Ten of Discs. So it is. We're going to end up on even footing, on solid ground today. And there are some money issues going on, but I think the feeling of security is what will win out in the day. If some of you have been, what I'm feeling is like, like talking to the bank and communication with the bank about a loan, or about like what all your assets are, like what do I have here, and how do I need to know what's going on in order to make sense of everything. And I think it might be premature to try to make sense of everything today. Just collect information. And that's why that feeling of just observe, just let the information sort itself out. That's the message. Let the information sort itself out, especially in matters of money, especially in matters of integrity. Let things play themselves out. I get the feeling that there's someone, for some of you, who kind of throws things off. Whenever they put their 2 cents in, it throws things off for you mentally. It makes you feel like, now I don't know what's going on. I thought I knew, and now they threw their 2 cents in, and now I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is true or not. And now I have this information to deal with. That kind of person, that kind of person, throwing their 2 cents into the mix. Literally. Someone even trying to help. Like, let me help. And it's like, no thanks. That kind of feeling you get. It's like, oh, they're more of a hindrance than a help. And they're not really trying to help anyway. They're just trying to stay involved. That's the feeling I'm getting from this person or this energy. Could be an institution that's doing this. Oh, let us help you. And it's like, you're really no help at all. No thanks. With that kind of, what is it? With friends like that, who needs enemies? But it doesn't feel as malicious as that. But it doesn't feel all that innocent either. It's like, you could do better. You could choose more wisely ahead of time. You could have more integrity instead of just throwing your energy into my life that way at random, at will. They kind of don't think, they don't look before they leap. Does that make sense? And they know they don't, and they expect you to kind of just adjust. So I'm feeling that your sense of security will recoup itself by the end of the day. And you might go into tomorrow's energy thinking about today's energy. Like, I'm glad that's over. So tomorrow you're going to be saying, I'm glad that's over. By the end of the day, you're going to be saying, well, it's the end of the day, so we can't do much more about it. So I'm kind of glad it's over. You'll be able to rest more easy tonight. You will. And step back. Since you know the energies are coming in, just step back and observe and let the answers fall into place on their own. Because we're really not in a place of trying to sort it all out ourselves in our minds. So just let it sort itself out, because it's just one day. It's really just one day. Let it, yeah. Watchtower of these. So there are beginnings going on. This is the Watchtower of these. This is a major, major card in this deck. This is like the universe is doing something, and that might throw things into chaos, but it's an ordered chaos. So it might be best to not get yourself involved in trying to organize everything that's going on today. Let it fall into place on its own, because it will. And even if it doesn't, tomorrow would be a better day for it. There's something major going on in beginnings, okay? It's the energy of spring. And it's that unrefined, wild, raw, authentic self energy that is just bursting forth and emanating. But it's to give us a new beginning in life, or new starts in something, a clean slate mentally. I'm just pausing to see what other energy I'm getting from this card. I feel that you have an advisor whose advice isn't necessarily gonna help. Like when you make room for someone to get their advice, and to like a banker. I keep thinking of a banker. That type of person, and their help doesn't actually work out in the practical way you need it to, and you need these answers now because you're starting something today. or feeling like you want to make a new start in your life. There's stuff going on in your life, and now are the beginning stages, and it feels a little bit more chaotic. Tomorrow's going to feel better. That's my feeling, I'm telling you. And so there is hope, but it's more like you kind of have to keep your hands out of it and let it fall into place. But it's a good start. It's a good start, and it's going to have good long-term rewards for you. It just feels uneven today, and it'll pass. The underlying energy is the lady, the goddess, the feminine, the divine feminine, the feminine, new starts. Some of you might be finding out today that you are pregnant. That was my feeling. For some, for one, you know. Starting school. Someone starting school, looking at the college courses and like trying to figure out, oh, I don't know how to, like your first course selections and stuff, that type of thing. It's like, try not to do that today. Just look. Just look at what they have without trying to make decisions. Look for an extension or something and talk to the dean or something and ask for an extension of deciding your courses and stuff. That's what I'm getting to. Yeah, because the energy is just too topsy-turvy early off in the day. You have people running interference, not for you, but just kind of interfering as opposed to coming in and helping. And it's more like just step back. That's what I'm getting. So I'm going to pick another card as far as let's get a message from Spirit about, give me something that helps me transcend this energy. What can help me transcend this energy? I think the Watchtower of the Spring is, but it's hard to grasp the energy that this is all going to be working out for the good. But that is what's happening. But let's see if there's a card in there that will help us. I think maybe if I just read the book, I could, but I don't always I like to channel the message directly. Protection, yeah. Bubble up in your circle, in your salt circle, so to speak. I know that's a witch thing. This is Spirit starting the new beginning in your life, and protect yourself from the swirling energies around you, and just go with the flow today, because some people are going to be more hindrance than a help. Watchtower of the Spring. Watchtower of the East, the energy of spring. Work with the element of air to enhance your meditative and visionary skills. You will be assisted in a test or exam that is coming up. Your creative juices are flowing. This is a good time to pen your ideas. Cast your spells at dawn. So, the information and the commentary on the Watchtower of the East of Spring is calling the guardians and gatekeepers of the East. The season of spring brings you fresh ideas as it works in conjunction with the element of air. By visiting the Watchtower of the East, you are being assisted in your journeying work through meditation and connection with the astral plane. Inspiration, creativity, and aspiration grace you, although it feels confusing today. All those ideas coming at once and someone else throwing a monkey wrench into the mix of it. But it's like, and making it feel more unbalanced today. But it's going to come out good and solid. The East will assist with writing, tests, poetry, communication, and intelligence. Now's the time to connect with the god in his boyhood and the maiden aspect of the triple goddess. To plant your seeds and dream big so that the guardians of the East can usher in all that is needed for you to achieve your goals. But it's not all going to get done today. They are long-term plans, so just ask for some grounding energy to go with all that imagination and creative energy. Sit still and meditate today. I think you're going to need it. The color yellow represents the element of air and should be used in accordance with your magical workings at dawn. Spring heralds new beginnings for you in association with whichever card flanks this one, and it flanks the whole reading. So it is. It's all going in a good direction. It's all a new beginning, but it's going towards long-term ends, and it's going to be okay. Just step back and let people do their thing and let things fall into place. I hope that helped ground you today. I will see you very soon. The readings for fire element signs and water signs will be up today, and we'll be doing our weekend reading tomorrow. That will be uploaded by tomorrow or early, either late tonight or early tomorrow. So until we meet again, from my soul to yours, much love and brightest blessings. Have a great day. Bye-bye.